I know. Before you talk, I know, I can explain. This is my old account back in the day. You can see the icons are not looking pretty well, alright? I'm kind of embarrassed by this. But yeah, I'm a white supremacist back in the day, so let's just not talk about that. Which is why today we're going to be playing Deadly Clubstep by Neptune. I don't know what the fuck that transition was, but let's just ignore that. Yeah, this is a really revered level back in the day. It was when Rob Top pissed his pants basically playing this. It was a really hot level back in the day. But yeah, the reason I brought up my old account, the white supremacist icons, is because you can see, yep, I've changed ships, so I'm not using the old Michigan Dragon anymore. It's sad, I know. It's a conundrum I've been made. I don't know what that word means, but I hear it a lot, so let's just use it unwisely. But yeah, it's I've changed. The reason I changed it because I just don't really like the ship. I just don't really like the Michigan ship. I mean, I kind of like it though, but the reason I changed it is because this is just so much better, isn't it? Like, it's just a personal preference, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, at least you can call me the goat, because I am not using a white. What the hell? The fucking first attempt I got 70%. Alright, this run is looking pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, at least you can at least you cannot call me a white supremacist anymore. But yeah, the reason I used the white supremacist icon back in the day was because I was a kid, alright? I was a fear of missing out kid. I was a FOMO kid. So I used the fucking icons that every pro player used, that Trick used it, and fucking Cursed used it, and also a person that rhymes with Daisy Bouquet used it. I don't fucking know. But yeah, and that's just the reason why I started the white supremacist icon, because it's just, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually pretty nice though, but I don't really want to use it anymore because I just love my icon right now. The cube is my favorite. Alright, I've tried all the icons. I'm just for legal reasons, that was a joke. But yeah, this is just the best icon ever made, and no subjective opinions on that. It's just objectively true. But yeah, I decided to change. For the worst. For the worst, man. The default icons, yeah, that's just my reaction on the default icons, which is why I use it. Which is why I fucking use it. I just love spinning everywhere. Yeah, let's just not talk that out of context. But yeah, we're playing Deadly Clubstep today. Let's just move on with our day. But yeah, oh my god, I actually want to tell a story. Back then, dude, when I first started GD, I was like an iPad kid basically that uses like the iPad for Cocomelon. I'm just kidding. I'm not really Cocomelon, but I used to watch a lot of Dan TDMs and like popular MMOs. Alright, popular MMOs wasn't really. Alright, let's just move on. And yeah, I just watch a lot of Dan TDM, and just call me cringe if you want, but yeah, I was that kind of kid. So back then, I've seen a lot of YouTubers play this game. What is Geometry Dash? It's just a really hype game back in the day. So I decided to download the live version and tried it out. It was not going well. I punched my fucking iPad until it fucking cracked in half. Not really cracked in half, but it cracked. Alright, it has a really big crack. I don't really have the evidence, but you can just trust my word for it. Alright, I am an honest guy. I am a warrior. Alright. Alright, basically, yeah, this now is not looking pretty good. So yeah, the thing is though, back then I was an iPad kid, so I can't really control my emotions really well. I think I remember playing Deadlocked, having like 2,000 attempts, I think. Either 2,000 or 3,000, I don't know. But yeah, I used to play, oh yeah, I changed to UFO as well because I just love this more. But yeah, I played Deadlocked and I have like 3,000 attempts, and I just decided, you know what, let's just rip the band-aid off and just fucking, why do I die there again? I'm the greatest shipper. Shipper? Wow, I'm a man of wording. But yeah, I played Deadlock and I have like 2,000 attempts, I think. Yeah, besides the point though, I cracked my iPad. I was an iPad kid, and I think I still remember playing it in my friend's house. And after getting past the first wave, I was like fucking ecstatic basically. My dick started throbbing and shit, and yeah, basically that's just the whole thing. But yeah, besides that though, I actually beat it when I was in a restaurant. I still remember back in the day, dude. I still vividly remember this because it was a one-time experience, dude. Beating that log certainly wasn't a one-time experience. Clubstep? Nah, Clubstep wasn't it, alright? Deadlocked. Deadlocked is the one. But yeah, I decided to be deadlocked on a restaurant. I don't know why, and I just started flexing on my friend's mom. My friend's mom? Wait, my mom's friend. Wait, my mom's friend's children's, whatever you want to fucking call it, children's child. All right, but yeah, I decided to flex on them and decided to show who's the boss, and they were fucking. They were. I don't know what their reaction was. Certainly shocked, but I don't. They don't really. They don't really seem to be that shocked. They just act on it. Anyways, but yeah, they decided to try it. I told them to try it. I was a fucking prick back then, but yeah, tried it and see how it goes. It didn't went well. The fucking first cube, they can't even get past the first cube. All right, so that just sums it up for me. And I think I went on a little hiatus. Wow, I'm the greatest. I'm the Shakespearean hiatus. Anyways, but yeah, I went on a hiatus in Geometry Dash, and I just decided to, let's just take a break for a while. I did take a break for like, I think a month or so, and I decided to play it again. I think it was back in the day when I was 12. So yeah, I was a child, basically, kids. But yeah, I was the thing that I feared the most, children. But yeah, I did play again, and I did finally go and buy the main version, the original version. I don't know, it's not the light version, I don't know what you call it, the original version, the paid version. I decided to buy that. I forced my mom to buy a lot of shit, like apps like Minecraft and Five Nights at Freddy's and shit. So yeah, I was that kid. But yeah, after I bought it and after I forced my mom to buy this, I decided to play the community list levels finally. I think I played just like random harder or hard levels, I don't know, 5 stars maybe, for the first day. And the second day, I've been watching a lot of Eric Van Wilderman's, the good old Eric Van Wilderman. And I saw him play this level called Toe 3, Toe I by Manix. And wow, this is such a cool level, man. I just really want to try it. And I just searched it up, Toe 3, in the fucking list level, and just got struck by lightning. I was how do people beat this shit? I don't even know what I am up myself into back then. So I just searched up Toe 3 and just decided to beat it, and I did beat it. I was a fucking genius child. I was the Einstein in the making. I did beat it after like 5,000 attempts. This is not a joke, by the way. I beat this after I beat Deadlocked in an iPad in 60 hertz. I think it was an iPad Air or something. It was a super old level. Super old iPad. I think that iPad is locked now. I forgot the password of it and just factory reset it. So yeah, I was a pretty fucking stupid child. But yeah, I decided to try. That's when it started spiraling downwards, and my Geometry Dash addiction can be cured, and I keep going into rehabilitation programs every day and never stopped ever since. So yeah, that's when I decided to buy the Steam version, and that's where it went downhill. I created an account called Veilstone. Not really Veilstone back in the day. I think it was called like the XX one. Not really XX, but it's some cringe name. You know what I'm talking about. It was a cringe 11-year-old name back in the day. 2014 me was a menace. But yeah, I decided to create an account and decided to play a lot of levels, dude. A lot of fucking levels. I beat all of them. I beat 9 circles back then when it was fucking the hardest demon ever. I'm just kidding. It's not really the hardest, but you get my point, man. I was beating 8-0. I was beating 8-0, dude. I think that was kind of old. I think that was like 3 years ago, actually. It's when I decided to, you know what, let's just mature and hit puberty, and my voice started spiraling downwards as well. Before I was a cutesy, now I'm just a fucking grown man. Anyways, but yeah, I decided to play a lot of Zobros levels. For some reason, I really love Zobros gameplay. It's actually peak gameplay, not gonna lie. I still have charm to it, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I decided to play a lot of 8-0, and oh my fucking god, I did the jump from 9 circles to 8-0. Disaster, fucking disaster. All right, it was a fucking disaster. What the? If I die there again, I'll fucking piss my pants. All right. But yeah, it was a fucking disaster. Just guess how many attempts it takes. Locking in, yes, above 10,000. It took me 15,000 attempts, which is, for an insane demon, is fucking horrible. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. This was already in my laptop phase, my 60 hertz IdeaPad laptop, and it was a fucking goated laptop for sure. And I actually have a story for that as well, but I will tell it in the next video probably, because I just love blue balling everyone. I love edging people, alright? But yeah, it's really too long for this video, but yeah. The reason that I buy a laptop is because I really need for a school project, and you know what? Fuck it, we ball. We play Geometry Dash in that laptop, alright? And yeah, I decided to read Ado, a lot of these stuff, and I decided to go on a break, a really long break ever since. 3 years ago, I stopped playing Geometry Dash, and now I have relapsed again. Alright? And the spiraling downwards has begun. I've been practicing, not really practice, I've been playing non-stop of this game. I have 200 hours like 1 month. So yeah, that's the addiction fiend right here. Just you are looking at one right now. So be sure to support me by playing a lot of Geometry Dash as well. Smash like for Geometry Dash. But yeah, that was my story of Geometry Dash. Used to watch a lot of Van Wilderman stuff. It was really hype back then. It was like it's like the only entertaining YouTuber I know. And now it's alright. I'm not gonna lie, the Geometry Dash community overall is not really that. Oh yeah, he used to watch a lot of fucking Brandon Larkin as well. Shout out to my fellow YouTuber. Alright, he was a peak one. Alright, he was the goat there, the man, the myth, the legend. Both of them are, and I don't know what they've been up to today. I'm not really catch up into the community anymore. I just watch a lot of completion levels, I guess, for like extreme demons. But yeah, besides the point, I was fucking goated child. I'd be deadlocked when I was 12 in my iPad in 60 hertz. I don't even know if it's 60 hertz, could be 30 hertz. But yeah, that fucking input delay, I still remember to this day. It was fucking horrible. It was like clicking. It was like clicking. I was gonna make a science reference there in like space and stuff, but it's too much. Alright, it's too quantum for me. Quantum processing, smash like. But yeah, that was the moment where it spiraled downwards. That was the moment where Ricc decided to play with marijuana. Yeah. I fucking forgot what to do there. My mind just completely went blank. I have a severe lapse of judgment. God, that ball transition can just suck my dick right off. Get fucked. I got fucking unlucky with this level. All right, you just can't fucking beat the shit out of me. All right, I got really unlucky. All right, how many attempts? All right, not gonna talk about that one. Let's just move on with our daily chest. As usual, we are the the fucking main character right here. Anyway, 200 orbs, and we can just go 20 orbs.